Hey there. This is a second video that I recorded the other day and the sound was terrible, so now I've got a microphone sounding much better. Okay, so in any fighting art, doesn't matter what it is, whether it's kickboxing, karate, judo even, your fighting stance is important. It's the building block that you start, your foundation, everything else comes from there. If that is wrong, other things will be wrong. You have to start adjusting lots of different things to account for the fact you didn't have the correct stance. Okay, I'm not saying there's only one stance, because I guess nobody would argue that Thai boxers can't fight. At the same time, freestyle wrestlers, they can take the fight where they want it. Their fighting stances are totally different. Okay, but this stance I think is really good. This is the one I use for Serrada Escrima, and for me, it's where everything else goes from. So when I do other fighting arts, I kind of tend to default into this for my footwork and my stance. Okay, so the first thing, and I'm holding a stick in my hand, it's kind of irrelevant because I'm just doing the stance to start with. Okay, what I want, I get my feet together, and this is just how to set up and measure the stance. I just bend my knees a little bit. Right, very few people can go really low with their feet together with their heels still on the floor. So I'll just go to there. Okay, and then I take my right leg, or it could be my left leg, it doesn't matter, a leg, and I put it back. But you notice my body hasn't moved. I didn't do that. Okay, so my weight is still forward. Put that leg back, and then from here, this leg comes forward again, and this leg, my left one now, goes back. And you see, I'm trying to do this staying still, so all my weight is at the front. So at this point now, I have very little weight on this back leg. Almost all my weight is on my front leg, kind of, I guess 90-10, something like that. Whereas if I did 50-50, you see my head's bobbing backward and forward, because at this point now, my weight is roughly evenly distributed, 50-50, 60-40, something of that order. This is not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is here, and then just put that weight back, and then that way. I always imagine this like a picture frame, standing on a windowsill or a shelf or something. Most of the weight of the picture is on the bottom edge of the picture frame. The little strut thing that goes back, it's in my leg, is really there to stop it falling over. It's not there to take a whole lot of weight. Of course, somebody pushes into me, it's there to resist. I turn sideways, it's the same. And I don't know if you can see this line, but working to that line, I shouldn't move particularly. See, I'm just doing this. That is how my fighting stance is. Okay, so my knee is just past my toe here. Okay, I'm not like this, where my shin is vertical, because the minute I do that, see, my head starts going backward and forward. But if I do it with my shin, where my knee is beyond my toe, you can see I'm standing perfectly still. I'm looking at the camera, I can see my head isn't moving. Okay, and a good way to check that you're doing it right, find a mark on the floor, so there's this line here, and don't look at it. Well, look at it, set your stance. Now, change 10 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back, my feet are in exactly the same place as where I started. This gives you lots of fighting options, and it means that the rest of the techniques that you bolt onto it will all work. They won't have to be adjusted. Another thing it gives you is that the range between you and your opponent, you can learn that range. You can work out where you can hit them and they can't hit you. Okay? Another thing is, if my weight is forward like this, if something, if it all goes south and something goes wrong, I need to defend my head, I've got all this travel to go back here without leaning. Whereas if I'm in the middle here, I've only got a small bit and then I have to lean. And really, I don't think anyone thinks that this is a good fighting stance. So here, you could even use this in a system like in sort of karate or kickboxing, because I can have my weight forward, somebody strikes at me, move back, and then counter strike from here. Hope that's of some use to you.